Hello and welcome back to MAPIT. It's really exciting to be here again, and I must say thank you for coming back, this week to connect and allow us continue with our story, our conversation, courage. So today and this week is really going to be more exciting, more interesting because we kicked off last week with the topic, the many faces of courage. We're talking about courage, and we said courage isn't just being bold, isn't just being fearless. There is more to courage. So we're still on the many faces of courage, and today please stay tuned because I promised to tell us some stories, and today I'll share one story as we dissect the many faces of courage. Okay, so courage, one of the faces of courage is about being skillful. Another face of courage is about being persistent. Another face of courage is about being able to follow through. And I will explain as we go on. Alright, so I want to share a story about a couple of years ago while I was taking my swimming lessons, right? In the university, I and my friends, classmates, we always had weekend outings. We did lots of swimming, but I tell you, it took me so long for me to get to the point where I could comfortably put my head in water. I am actually hydrophobic. Trust me, I am. So finally, after a very long time, I broke that and I was able to put my head in water. So I swim, I float so well, and I'm cool. So a couple of years ago, while I was swimming and I just saw a couple of kids come and they were just diving. I was like, that's right. I haven't really tried my hands on diving, and I thought to try. So on a particular day, I spoke with the coach and I said to him, I'd like to intentionally try out diving. I haven't really tried diving into the pool. And then he scheduled a session and paired me up with some other students, friends. And the D-Day came, gave us some tips. We're all swimmers, mind you. We already swim, we already played so well. So this day came, he gave us some tips, and then he lined us up, about 4 of us. I was the 4th. And we're all lined up. He gave the instructions, told us how to position ourselves, your knee and everything. And then the whistle goes and the first person went in. The whistle goes, the second person went in. The whistle goes, the third person dived in. And then the whistle goes, I was the 4th person. And I remained in that position ready, the way he told us to position ourselves. And the whistle went and I was just right there. The whistle went again, I was right there. The whistle went again, I was right there. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was right there. And then before I realized, I think he pushed me, he helped to push me in. And then I landed into the pool and I continued. So, I reflected about this and it makes me laugh. I'm the one who approached this. So, I'm the one who had the passion, the zeal to want to learn to dive. And on the D-Day, when the time came, I just froze, kind of lost it. So really, courage isn't just about the zeal, the energy, the excitement, the paparazzi, and all of that. Courage isn't just about pulling people together and creating a big show. But in this situation, if you want to learn any lesson, really, courage is the ability to push yourself, to make that extra nudge to allow you to jump in and also to follow through. So it's really very important. The ability to jump in, the ability to follow through, it's another face of courage. So friends out there, I'd like you to continue at what it is you're doing. Be persistent, follow through and give yourself that nudge. It's okay to say, yes, I'm ready to try, ready to go out there, ready to take the risk. Another face of courage is risk taking in business, in pursuit of your purpose.
Oh yes, so risk taking is another form
or another face of courage, risk taking. Sometimes you need to step aside and go the extra mile, take the bull by the horn, and do what you need to do. It's very, very okay. And trust me, I celebrate it because it's another face of courage. So, another face of courage is originality, being you in the face of criticism, in the face of competition, in the face of pressure, peer pressure, whatever it is. The ability to still stay you, still be uniquely you, the way God has made you, it's another form of courage. And so, in that scenario, you see that there are potentials you exude, there are things you will achieve that people would naturally, want to comment or think. Because you're not conforming, then it isn't right. But my dear, please stay on course. Do you, be you, okay? Be original. That's another face of courage. I hope it's been useful today, our conversation. I would like you to stay tuned, don't go away. Next week we'll continue to look at other faces of courage, and the upper week for the rap edition, I'll be introducing two courageous women who will come to us and tell us their stories of how their faces of courage has been over the years. All right, so until next week, stay tuned. I love you. Your host, MAPIT.